that. Oh, there's a gap here as well. That's even better, actually. This is really good setup. Hello, I'm CammyG, and welcome back to our Fortnite Save the World questline videos, where we are in Plankerton on the second page now. So this next mission is just to find 3 pop parts in successful missions, so we can do any mission for that, which is beautiful. And since the last video, we have got some research and some upgrade points. So for upgrade, I think we'll go for backpack and storage. That uses all of them up, but now we can hold even more stuff, which is fantastic. And then for the research, if we do this last offense, we get a bonus, which is beautiful. And we're going to start going to tech, I think. We can see that once we've got past the first page, it actually costs 600 research each time. So yeah, this might be a bit of a slog for this stuff, because we are smashing the game right now, but I do actually need to edit these videos. So I'll probably take a break at some point and just collect those. But yeah, there's a few other things I wanted to show before we get in there. So we've got quite a lot more schematics now. The biggest one for me being broadside. Lovely stuff. We've got, higher wall launcher. We've got a gold ceiling gas trap. I think I might have actually got this in the video. I can't remember now. It all blends together. But yeah, we have quite a few. And yeah. So let's go ahead and find a mission. So we just need a 19 plus, and it can be any mission. So maybe we could just do this and blitz it super quick. Or we could do Fight the Storm, show some trap tunnels, Copper Riptide Purple as well. Do we actually need that for our collection book? Because if we do, we could do it for that. So it's an SMG, and it's not an SMG. Is it a pistol? Oh, it's an expansion schematic, isn't it? So if we go to event schematics, I think it's Spy? No, not Spy. I don't even know where it is. So maybe we'll go for the Copper Riptide by doing a Cat 1 19. Yeah, let's do that. We can build some trap tunnels, show how you'd go about that. It doesn't matter if we don't get teammates for this. We can set up the build. Potentially set up the build, get it going if we're confident enough in its ability, and then go look for the pop parts that we need. So what I think we'll do is, obviously we're going to have to cover 4 directions, so we can use this video as the first sort of guide on, as the spawn is rotating in these missions, as you get into the higher areas, we can show how you would defend against that. And I'll probably get embarrassed and end up losing the mission or something stupid, but we'll go ahead and do it. So it might have been useful actually to play as a constructor if we are leaving the base. It would have been good to just increase the building health with the base placed on there, potentially. Plus it gives it more armor and stuff, so it probably would have been smarter to do that. But I'm hoping we can find the pop parts quite easily, and we might even find some before we find the objective. So, we'll see how things go once we drop in here. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing the ventures at the same time, and I think we'll probably start doing some dungeons at some point. Because, there's plenty to go on there. There's less probably in the ways of tutorials in dungeons. It's a bit more of a different play style. But, we're dropped right smack bang in the middle of the map. Let's see if we can see the atlas from here. Ooh, there it is. So we just need some blue glow. Can I see any? Ooh, there's a bird there. Let's kill it. So on our way over there, we can try and get some blue glow then. Might just swap out my loadout for a better weapon, so we'll just increase the pistol, and that's probably all we need to do. Oh, there's some blue glow there. It was being blocked by the tree. Lovely, so we can start the objective if we build for it. This is a good spot for it, actually. Is this floor got a gap underneath? Surely not. Yeah, okay. So what we'll do is we get rid of some of this stuff around it. We might notice, just going to throw my turret down here while we try to do this. You might have noticed, if you have a keen eye, that we are next to a ditch. What that means is, well, ordinarily it means we can potentially build some wall launchers to push enemies down there. Though our wall launcher isn't exactly the best, so it usually is easier when you're high level. And you have, full impact, reload speed, all those good perks. It's not the end of the world. I think we can still do it. It's just more of a risk if you're going to just AFK the objective, basically. Let's see what we can get rid of here. Always search stuff, kids. Always search stuff. Get ammo, all that good stuff. Right. So if I just break this one, do that. Oh, there's a gap here as well. That's even better, actually. This is really good setup. I've noticed they've actually done this a lot more since when I played back in the day. So what we're going to do is we're going to build like that. We're going to have a wall launcher on there. We have a ceiling above. We don't need to care about that one. And then we can do here. What I'm going to do is here I'm going to do this with a ramp and a wall. And what else can we do? We can block this off so they don't go for the corner by adding all this. So enemies that come from this direction should come to attack the objective here. So we need to make sure this is leveled up fully. What we could do is put a trap on the top, potentially to stagger them with that. Probably would want to put it up higher, but honestly I can't be bothered to change it. And then this wall launcher, we'll use this one that we have from a mission because it's probably better impact than the one we have just on ourselves. I can upgrade some of this stuff up as well. Once I've upgraded that, I'll just make a door to just upgrade that floor and then put it back up. Now, enemies are probably going to try break through this one here. So what we could try do... We need to be careful about how we do this. I'm thinking we do this like that, and then like that, and then like that. I think that works. In fact, this one can be a full floor still. What this does is if they want to get through this wall, they'll have to break through one of these first. So again, it's important to level these up as well. And then what I'll do is we have some of these. I'll just pop one of them on there. Then hopefully what I'm going to see is enemies come to attack it here. And what we'll do is we'll just craft a wall launcher. We'll put slowing on the floor. Level that up. Level up that wall as well. That's very important, that they can't just get into the objective. I'll put a wall spike on that. Then if we come back around here, probably want to level this stuff up again, but I don't want to use up all my metal. Although I do have quite a lot, to be honest, so I probably could. But I'm not going to. Sadly, at this side, we can't put wall spikes on this. And we can't put a wall there because the objective's there, so we'll just leave it like this. We run the risk of stuff damaging the objective, but we're not going to be long for gone, I don't think, so... We're not going to be gone. Did I just say that backwards? I think I just did. Let me know in the comments if you noticed that when I said it. Alright, now that we've got that started, let's... Ooh, I can see one of the quest items. So what's going to happen here is in about 30 seconds, we're going to hear the Atlas taking damage, because I'm an idiot. And wow, we have found all 3 items. Jesus Christ, that's quick. Well, there you go. Yeah, I guess we didn't need to AFK build it. But I mean, it's a beautiful practice, and I guess this was less of a practice around building for all directions because, oh, we just got such a lucky setup here. But as I was saying earlier as well, I've noticed that you actually... Oh, wow, that just killed them. You actually get stuff like this around the objective a lot more than we used to. When I was playing back in the day, you know, like 4 years ago or whenever, you didn't see objectives next to holes in the floor as much. I think they have actively made a decision to change that, which I am happy about, by the way. I am very happy about it, because it makes the game a bit easier. But I guess, is it an issue that the game's easier? Maybe. Wow, the enemies from this side are actually coming all the way around to that side. That's interesting. Was that just because I was stood there? That's not what I would have expected. I'm just going to get myself set up here. In a nice little Overwatch spot. If I could just hit every shot, that guy would be dead, but I can't, so he's not. You know what I mean? So yeah, it might not be fully AFK because, like I say, it's not overly... If we had more space, we could add more block-offs here, but if we placed, you know, a ramp here, enemies could come up to this bit and walk in. So, you know, it's not the most reliable, and some enemies have been trying to hit that wall, some have been trying to hit that one. So, you know... It's not the most optimal situation, but we have done the best we can in the situation, and hopefully you have learned something from it, because as I say, that is the goal of these videos, is to educate and entertain. So now the storm's changing directions. So it was previously over there, and now it's rotated over there. So it's gone from north to west. So as I said in the other video, if you haven't seen it, by the way, be sure to check it out. We do show lessons in each video, so they are useful to watch. But yeah, as I say, the spawn will rotate around the objective. Now, it might not necessarily always be, you know, counterclockwise 90 degrees each time. It can vary. Look at those guys dropping down. How broken was this? Yeah. It's the only awkward part. I'd love to put an angled floor here, or ramp, you know, upwards. But then the wall launcher doesn't go off, so it's a bit annoying. And we're going to have to just kill this guy the old-fashioned way. Ooh, actually, what we could do, another lesson, if you get a mini-boss or one of these guys, if you just jump in the hole, they'll follow you down. Here he goes, and then you can just jump back out. And he will despawn. So you don't have to use your bullets on him. Especially useful for epic mini-bosses. Just bear in mind that if they do despawn in that way, you won't get any rewards for killing them. So if you want the, you know, XP that you get in form of like the evolution cache and schematics and all that stuff, don't do that to the epic mini boss. And also bear in mind that if you're in a public game, the players might want to have the rewards from that epic mini boss. So, you know, if you're uncertain whether people would want to have him despawn, probably just don't, because you don't want to upset the random. I mean, most people don't care about randomers in this game, do they? So you're probably just gonna do it anyway. I had someone in my game charge him off the map, which meant we couldn't get rewards, and I did want the rewards because, especially when you're at low level, it is useful to get that extra evolution and schematics. So, you know, I was a little bit salty about it, but it wasn't the end of the world. I'm not going to cry about it or anything, you know. Pretty chill. Pretty chill. So now we're also getting to the level where lobbers are going to do damage to our base in a meaningful way. Like, it's such that we would need to add a blocker. I mean, obviously we can stand here and shoot them, and that's perfectly fine. But if we are wanting to make builds AFK, or anything like that, we will need to do some sort of mitigation for that. Because otherwise they're going to destroy the objective, because they will do enough damage. Obviously, if you have the AFK constructor build that I went over, if you haven't seen that video, definitely be sure to check it out. It should be linked in most videos. But yeah, if you don't have that build, your build's not going to be repairing itself. So obviously, in my situation, low plankton, I don't really have that many different heroes, so I can't make the AFK constructor loadout. Which is a shame, but, you know, when we've leveled up a bit, got to twine, have more heroes, all that stuff, this guy's actually finally decided to help us. Ooh, mini-boss. Sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. But yeah, once we get to twine and we're doing ventures in that sort of area, then... Ooh, yep, see, he just tried to lead him down the hole then. I'm not sure if he meant to or not, but I want the rewards, fella. Please don't do that. We get... Ooh. Some Chrome Husky data. I don't even know if that's ours. I'm pretty sure we've already done that quest. I think it must be the guys. My god, yeah, what was I even talking about? Yeah, we get to Twine or Canny or whatever. We have, you know, the heroes we need for these sort of good builds. Then we can do ventures whenever that is in that season. And we can AFK those. So, you know, I am planning long term for this channel. I did leave it behind there for a short while after COVID hit because, well, I had a job, you know, well, I still have that job, and it's got a bit much, but I am in a better place now, and I'm enjoying doing the videos, and I think I want to keep doing it for the foreseeable future, so yeah, I'm excited about it. So I see myself in a few years' time, you know, doing ventures in Twine. I mean, let's be real, it's going to take us like a few months, if that, to get to Twine, because we are absolutely smashing it, and I love this game so much that I play it like 20 hours a day. You don't actually need sleep, by the way. It's a myth. But yeah, I've talked about a whole bunch of stuff in this video. I guess I'd love to know your thoughts. Those of you who are still with us at this point in the video, I really appreciate it. I'd love your thoughts, if you have any, on the, you know, situation of the channel, of what I've said in this video, and just the sort of questline videos in general. I'd love to hear your opinion. I do value everyone's opinion that they put in the comments. I really do. I do read them all. It is honestly the highlight of my day sometimes is loading up the YouTube app and seeing what new comments there are and seeing what people have to say. Obviously, it's not always positive stuff, but that's fine. I can take it. I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I'm fine. But yeah, I'd love to know any opinions you have. And yeah, if you have any requests as well, especially, you know, any certain missions, any situations you've found yourself in missions, like, oh, we had an objective that was trapped in between two cliffs, like, how would you build for that type of thing? I'd love a good challenge like that, so, you know, please let me know. But now that I've rambled on for about 5 minutes, we have completed the mission. So that's crazy how that happens, isn't it? Hopefully you enjoyed. I really hope you do, because if you didn't, then I'm not doing my job well, and that's, you know, not a good thing. So please do let me know if you did enjoy, and as always, like, comment, subscribe. We can go ahead and see what rewards we got for this mission. I don't have the best memory or attention span, so when I picked this mission and the quest for Plankerton, I don't actually pay attention to what we would be getting for it. I generally just do it, and then once we get back and get the rewards, I like to be like, oh, we got that for it, you know, instead of knowing beforehand. In general, anyway, I mean, my memory is just not what it used to be these days. I've got maybe half an hour to an hour in my memory bank, and then anything past that's just gone. So, you know, it's amazing that I can remember anything to do with the game, to be honest. I guess it's just 'cause I'm so passionate about it. But yeah, another ramble on, and we've got back to the home base. What sort of rewards we're going to get? Battle Pass XP is a classic. Absolute classic. Some mini reward llamas. Controller harp is not too bad. A purple version. Epic. The Riptide from the mission. I believe we can probably put that in the collection book. Get some more rewards from that. Another 3 lightning in a bottle from the evolution cache is pretty good. I'm happy with that. And then we can look at the next mission. So, build the radar grid mission. That's pretty chill. I am going to enjoy doing that with you guys. I can show you my editing skills. So if you want to see that, obviously be sure to subscribe. Be sure to put the notifications on and look out for the future videos, because that is going to be the next one. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I love you guys being here with me, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.